Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Crazy excited for today's beer, as I always am. Not just for the beer, but for the special guest, Mike from Nerdsense.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Just super exciting. I did the ones with Shaun, and I lied to him and said, you were the weak link, but Shaun's obviously the weak link. So I'm so glad to have the strong link from Nerdsense with me. So today we're going to do Eureka with the Citra hop. I had this about 3 years ago, and I'm sorry, Mike, you said you had this how recent?
Probably last fall.
Last fall.
Maybe close to a year ago.
Close to a year. Okay, yeah. And actually, yeah, mine was September. Right now it's July, but mine was September from almost 3 years ago. So if you guys know anything about Eureka, it is an American blonde ale, 4.2% ABV. So nice hot day. Definitely ready to crush this. I'm hoping the Citra. I don't remember a lot from it 3 years ago. My only comment on Tapped was I would call it a pale ale. I don't know.
It's well hopped, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into it. You ready to pour?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh man, I'm so excited. Yeah, it was another hot day here. And just like the thought of having a beer at the end of a hot day where I was working outside a lot, it's like 4.2%. This is perfect.
Yeah, this is actually something that when we talked earlier, I was like, man, this would be really nice at this time.
yeah, this is going to hit the spot. So you and I pour similarly, I think. So we got both a decent amount of head.
Yeah, you got almost 3 fingers.
Yeah, I got almost exactly 3 fingers myself. Pretty white head, maybe slightly off white.
It's it's almost off white. It's pretty white.
Right? I mean, really, usually they seem to come in off white, but this is pretty white. Typical hazy, New England looking IPA.
Yeah.
Again, blonde ale.
Yeah, it's actually really gorgeous. It's that pale yellow.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty color. I like it.
Yeah, almost like some sunshine. Yeah, it's beautiful. You want to get into the aroma?
Yes, sir, dude. Let's go. Yeah, it's like get all that tropical up in there. It's
Right?
It actually has a bigger aroma than I remember.
And again, for 4.2%, like you kind of go in thinking it's going to be a smaller beer. Off camera, we were talking about some of the bigger beers we've been drinking, stouts and things like that. And then, you come into something this small and you kind of have a preconceived notion it's going to smell small, it's going to drink small. But yeah, this aroma is great.
Yeah, I'm actually getting I'm getting a lot of tropical fruit, but I'm also getting like a really crisp, crackery malt almost on there.
Yeah, the malt definitely comes through.
It smells like a blonde. You get that yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's that crackery malt you get with the blonde. That nice, clean, almost nose.
And that's probably what's differentiating. And again, to go back to what I said 3 years ago on Tap, differentiating this from a pale ale is there is that, like blonde, crackery malt coming forward more. Definitely tropical. For Citra, I'm not getting as much citrus. Usually I get a lot of citrus. There's some, but it's definitely, like you're saying, more tropical.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting like almost like mango and like a really soft guava almost.
Nice ripe mango. I get just a little bit of maybe like orange zest. Again, there's not a lot of citrus, but yeah, that nice ripe tropical fruits.
Yeah, a lot of times with Citra, I'll get like almost like tangerine, and I'll get orange and a little bit of peach. And I'm not really getting a whole lot of that here.
Yeah, exactly. 100% what I kind of, again, preconceived notions, what I was going in thinking. How about the taste? Cheers.
Let's do it. Cheers, sir. That is refreshing.
So, like, some people will, not doing a beer review and you say, oh, it's refreshing. That is refreshing. And you do get, or like, and we've had this conversation too, like saying things like, this is complex. As long as you then describe why it's complex, fine. But if you just say, oh, it's a very complex ale or whatever, this is very refreshing. Why is it refreshing?
I think it's refreshing because it when you sip, it doesn't overwhelm the palate. You get some good flavor, but it finishes pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's pretty cold, so it's just I'm thirsty. It's just kind of working on all those right now.
Exactly right. No, exactly. And you do get some of the fruit notes, and then if it would be fun to do this blind. Does it come across in the taste more blonde, pale ale? Maybe because I know what it is and what I preconceived about it before. It kind of drinks in the middle for me.
Yeah, it's well hopped. It's definitely well hopped, and that's sort of like where you have that fine line. And a lot of times with blondes, they can be a little um I think they're a little more malt forward. This definitely the malt is there, but you're definitely getting like all those fruits we mentioned on the nose, you know,
Oh,
and
without
you
a doubt.
definitely get. So I think that's kind of where you're seeing that line.
Yeah, no, exactly, without a doubt. And to be fair to them, they're saying an American blonde ale, and I think a lot of times where you put the word American in front of a beer style, you mean hoppier, American barley wine, hoppier, American pale ale, hoppier, more bitter. And I mean, to their credit, it is a hoppy blonde ale. It does drink like that.
You know what I like about it though, and this is what makes it so refreshing, is that there's definitely a little bit of that hoppiness in there, but it's not overwhelming. It still drinks really easy.
No, exactly. And when not that I was trying to press you or anything about why
Yeah.
is this beer refreshing, but like you're right, it does not overwhelm the palate. It stimulates. It hits a nice sweet spot without being too coating, without being too aggressive or in your face. And again, for how hopped it is, it's not. I wouldn't say it's aggressively hopped.
Nope.
The bitterness is somewhat in check because of that nice malt we talked about before, and especially in the aroma, but it's coming through in the taste. Just a really well-made, good beer.
Yeah, for me, this is it's well hopped, not aggressively hopped. It has a nice finish. It has a little bit of bitterness, but it has nice fruitiness. And the hop character sort of has almost like a drying quality at the end too. So it really helps it finish cleaner, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. And when I say aggressively hopped, what I mean by that is when you drink it, it'll taste bitter because of that
Oh,
part.
yeah, no, I
And
understand what you're saying. I was just trying to clarify what my comments were before.
my viewers are typically dumb, so I just wanted to
Wow.
don't unsubscribe.
Wow. Wow.
If only I edited videos, I could take this out now. But yeah, I'm clear about what I meant by aggressive. It's not overly bitter. So again, like any part of me that thinks this drinks like a pale ale, I think it's because it does have that hop quality. But when I say no, American blonde ale, I get it because it's not too bitter. Yeah, definitely a real winner for me. Anything else you want to say about the beer before we log off, Mike?
Yeah, I think this is it's one of those beers from a huge brewery where you can kind of sit and have a few of them. You know, like a lot of times, like even with beers I really love, I only want really one, and then I'll go move on to something else. This one I can't sit down and have like four and it's not going to knock you over. It doesn't overwhelm you. You don't get palate fatigue. It's just an easy drinker, but it's great taste, nice, refreshing. It's a really, really outstanding beer.
I agree 100%. All right, plug your channel, and then I'll sign off.
Yeah, me and my friend Shaun, we do a show called Nerdsense. It's on YouTube. It's pretty easy to find. Just look us up, and Kyle and us, we comment on our videos all the time, so it's not too hard to find us.
Yeah, and I'll definitely put a link at the end of this video where you can click and go over their channel. Yeah, definitely check them out. Speaking of checking people out, check me out on Instagram and Untapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe with good friends like Mike from Nerdsense. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys.